So this is a second way to find elapsed time. The first way we learned was using a number line, and that was on our previous slide. This time we're actually going to use an analog clock. And if you watched the videos that were as your lesson today on Canvas, you saw how to use an analog clock in one of those videos. So let's try it here. We have a start time of 4:10 on our movie and an end time of 4:53 on our movie. We already know the answer, but I want to show you how you can figure it out on a clock. So the first step we need to do is find the starting time on the clock. And they've actually marked that for us here. The shorthand is pointing to 4. The longhand is pointing to 2. Shorthand is my hour, so I know it's 4 o'clock. Longhand is my minutes, so I know it is 4:05, 4:10. 4:05, 4:10. So this is 4:10 p.m. Well, we know it's p.m. because we're in the afternoon. So this is 4:10 p.m. And we want to go to 4:53. So this is 15:20, sorry. This is 4:10, this is 4:15, 4:20, 4:25, 4:30, 4:35, 4:40, 4:45, 4:50. And then I need to count those itty-bitty little dash marks, which are my minutes. So this is 4:50, 4:51, 4:52, 4:53. This is where I stop counting at 4:53 p.m. So I need to go all the way around till I get to my stopping point. Okay? So I'm going to do some counting. And when I'm using an analog clock, I'm counting the minutes. And analog clocks are set up in 5-minute intervals. Okay? So let's start counting. We're going to count by 5s. So I know I started here. So I have 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. That's 40 minutes. And then I have my 3 little minutes that are in here. So 40, 41, 42, 43. 43 minutes. Okay? They have these little lines here in case you want to write the minutes out. So it'd be 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and then I have 41, 42, and then 43 minutes would be my last one, okay? So using an analog clock, the only difference is that you would count by 5s and then by 1s. Whereas on our number line, we could count by 10s and then by 1s, okay? So using a clock or using a number line, those are 2 different ways that you can find elapsed time. A third way that you could use, a third strategy, is using subtraction. Subtraction is another strategy that we can use to find elapsed time. So step 1, if you want to use subtraction, is to write the ending time, then write the starting time. So instead of doing the starting time first and then going to the end time like we did on our number line and on our clock, we're going to switch it up this time. We're actually going to start with the end time, and then we're going to subtract the beginning time. So our movie ended at 4:53, and it started at 4:10. Can you tell me why I did it backwards? That's right, because on a clock, my numbers get larger the farther I go. So I know that 4:53 is a larger time, and my numbers are larger, their place value is more, than my starting time. Makes it easier to subtract. That, and if you know where you ended, you can subtract where you began to get your hours and everything too. It works out great. So always start with the end time and then do the start time. So what is 3 minus 0? Well, if I have 3 and don't take anything away from it, it's still 3. What is 5 minus 1? 4. What's 4 minus 4? 0. So my elapsed time was 43 minutes. So you have 3 new strategies you can use to find elapsed time. You have a number line where you would count by 10s and then by 1 minutes. You can use an analog clock You count by fives and then 1 minutes. Or you can subtract using the end time minus the start time. All right, your job now is to share and show. You have 3 questions on this page. Make sure you try them out really well. I think you're using a number line on this one, and then an analog clock on number 3. Show your work, please, and then check it when you're finished.